There's a lot of paranoia being spread about the adenovirus currently. The adenovirus is not something to be feared. What it does is stimulate detoxification of the body. This results in what is commonly called the common cold, along with the possibility of a sore throat, bronchitis, and pneumonia, depending on how the extent of acidosis in the body is. If one starts to feel a cold coming on with excess mucus, then the important thing to do is to drastically decrease the ingestion of acid-forming foods, starting with dairy products especially, and including refined sugar, grains, meat, beans, in order to decrease the production of more mucus. To the extent that an individual tries to stop this detoxification process, they may create more serious issues with the potential for the lungs to be affected. So use this to realize that you need to detox and do what you can to assist this process by refraining from eating foods that make it worse. Following is a short video by Dr. Robert Morse giving his viewpoint on it.
If you can catch something, you needed it. Think that's bizarre? Let me tell you, if you can get a cold and flu-like symptoms, you need it bad. Because think about this. What are the symptoms of cold and flu-like symptoms, right? Fevers. What's a fever for? Anybody that stops a fever has no clue, should not be a practitioner, first of all. Anybody that thinks fevers are bad for you needs to get out of the health business, because they're working on something that's way out of this world. You know, medical doctors like to stop fevers. Do you really? Oh my God, you don't even understand what a fever's for? That's pretty bad. 15 years, 10 years at school, 5 years at school, you don't even understand a fever? Okay. But yeah, you want all these things. You want to sweat it out. If you can't sweat it out or pee it out or poop it out, you're in trouble, right? Generally, you're not going to try to pull it out. Just saying. So yeah, I mean, if you can catch something, but you're not, it doesn't matter about the bacteria or type or anything like that. It doesn't matter the modus operandi. It doesn't matter the triggering mechanism. It doesn't matter if it's cold air, alkaline food. It doesn't matter if it's excess bacterium or a viral. It doesn't matter what the trigger is that sets your body into detox. It set it into detox. And that's just what a cold and flu-like symptom is. It's simply a detoxification by the body. Doesn't matter the trigger. Doesn't matter the trigger. The fact that you needed it, you got it. When you're healthy, there's no way you have cold and flu-like symptom. I haven't had a cold and flu-like symptom in 20, 30 years or longer. And the only time I would is if I screwed up and made some yogurt or something like that, and I don't do that. But if I went out and had a big bowl of ice cream or yogurt, it's possible I could come down with a cold and flu-like symptom. I was craving a malt. Hadn't had it in years, and this is probably 15, 20 years ago. So I went to the mall, and they had this ice cream place, and they sold little baby malts. I said, I hear you sell little baby malts for children. Yeah, we do. I said, I just want a little baby malt. Chocolate malt. And he's looking at me like I'm weird or something, you know. So I get it, and I'm walking out to the truck drinking it, going, oh my God, this is so good. Oh yeah? By the time I got to my truck, I had a sore throat. I knew it was just mucus. So I went home, grabbed a bunch of apples, and pretty soon, out a big wad of mucus, sore throat went away. Had I not known I created that, had I thought I had caught something in the maw, I went to a medical doctor and said, do you have an antibiotic or something? I caught something in the maw, and I don't want to be sick with my clients. See? So we create everything. We just don't realize it. And we don't realize how we create everything. So it's enough to say that these little things have taught me through the years. My best teacher's been my ignorance. And me, you know, going through this stuff when no one to talk to and no one to support me and build me up and stay raw and stuff. Not the opposite. Just the opposite. Everything pulling me away from it. That's the negative forces, and that's basically the way it is in our worlds. When you understand truth, now you have a life trying to get it away from you because of the level of change you can make.